Okie dokie. We should be live. Indeed. Okay. Hello. I hope the sound is okay. Hope it's not too quiet, hope it's not too loud. This is a Halloween livestream. It has been a while. Happy Halloween, Sasha, and welcome everyone who's here. This stream is not going to be scary, nor do we have any pumpkin carving this year. But hopefully it'll be a relaxing stream. It'll only be 1 hour long. I have to go to bed because I have to wake up early. I have work tomorrow, and it's my first day where I work independently, so I don't want to mess up. Hello, I'm Korean. Hello. I don't know what to call you. I can't pronounce your name. I can't read that, but hey. Hello, Rob. Hello, Nordic. Sandman, help. I dressed as a Trinian's dead student. I don't know what that is. You missed me. Well, I missed you too. I've been meaning to return to the channel for a while, but there's something that I want to get done before, and there's something holding me up, so it's kind of taking way longer. I intended to return like a couple of weeks later, and then, you know, things don't go according to plan. Hello, Zach and Plastic Chakra Woodlake. Tuck. Right. So people are gonna have to inform me of how the sound levels are. You should be able to hear me okay. And I've got a tea bag. That's the kind of volume for the triggers that you might expect. That kind of thing. So if the volume is okay, let me know, and if it's not, definitely let me know, because it's been a while since I've done this. I'll be making an update video as soon as I am able, and if there's going to be a long one full of information, a lot of things are changing. There's new updates in my life. There's mostly good things. I can't really think of anything specifically bad. So things have been going okay. Best sound quality I've ever heard on the stream. Sweet. Tappity tap. That's a hat. Tappity tap. That hat's a rap. Well, I appreciate the rhyme, but I'm not sure if that hat's a rap really makes sense. So the sound quality is good. Okay, that's sweet. They are good microphones. So I would hope I can do another sound test. That's the tea bag. And then you have some tapping, although I don't really have nails for it. It does hair, alright. Hello, that's It's not correct, Pierre. Leafy shit. Hey, if you're talking about the tea, tea's good shit. I could also tap my phone. Hello, Collision. Welcome. I'm expecting most people are at Halloween parties, or Americans might be eating dinner or something around now. So this is mostly just for the lonely Europeans. But they need some love too, so. This beard isn't sexy. And the microphones are too far away for it to really make any sound. I've never had them this far away before, but with these microphones they have to be set up this way for it to work. So, unfortunately the sound is not going to be as good as it could have been. I'm not sure if I've told people on YouTube. I don't think I have. For those who don't know, I now work at GameStop. I still have the job at the bar as well. I work there on weekends. I did have a job as a promoter of sorts. I promoted various causes, but that wasn't for me. So I played at GameStop, and so did about 40 other people, 30, 40 other people, and I got it. So yay, that was cool. The new manager said that they liked me the best, so that was cool. And I've always wanted to work at GameStop. I've applied there a lot of times, but I've never had any sales experience. So it was difficult to make my argument. But now that I work at a bar, and I did work as a promoter, sales experience is in the bag, and I know games better than most. And I'm into gaming, making my own games. That's another thing that I'll be touching on in the update. Is that I'm currently making a lot of good progress on a game, and if things go well enough, we should be looking at a prototype version that I can allow people to actually play by the end of the year. That's the plan. Pretty much all the art assets are completed. Most of them are done, with just a couple of left to do, and they should be finished in November. And the programming has started. We have a random dungeon generator nearing completion, at least for the prototype, and that should be fun. So it's a roguelike game in the same vein as The Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon, if you've played that kind of thing. Hello, Tyler. Yeah, mouth sounds are better than beard, but I can't do either. I can't, like, lean up to my mic. It looks stupid. And I'm sitting on a soft surface. I'm sitting on my bed, so it kind of makes me fall off the bed. But there will be a mouth sounds video in November for sure, so Yeah, that's a promise. You get to play the prototype. Whether or not you get to play the final version will depend on whether or not we get funding. That's the aim. Basically, I want people to play the prototype and then say whether or not they would like to have a full version of the game with a lot more content that they would pay for. And if we can get enough people that would go, yeah, sure, I'd pay for that, you know, $10 or so, then it'll be easier to get funding. We can go, look, we have this many people, hopefully thousands of people, who are willing to pay for a completed version. So we need some money to finish the game. Hello, Nigel. Also, an update on the documentary that I'm going to be in. They've decided to go a different direction, so they're going to film even more. So they're going to come later in November and film a whole bunch more, like 1.5 days, just following me around. And it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a 30-minute documentary about ASMR, where I think I feature as the main subject. They're also going to interview a couple of other people who watch ASMR and so on. But I think I'm the main ASMR artist in that, so that's kind of cool. And you asked when it was going to be on Steam. When the finished version is finished. I can't say when that is. If we get funding like in January and everything goes extremely well, it's not going to happen. But if it does, you might be looking at a finished version based on the progress that we've made within a year after, so December 2018. But that really depends. Are you dressed as Colonel Sanders? No. I think you can see that this is a cat in the hat hat. I didn't bother with the rest of the costume. I just figured fuck it. You don't need to fund me, Chakra. You just need to say that you'd buy the finished game. That's the beautiful thing. I'm not asking for crowdfunding at this point. Because there's a good chance we'll get funding from Innovation Norway, which is sort of a funding branch of the government, I guess, that gives money to startups and so on, if they can prove that the idea will succeed. And we're not going to be asking for very much. We're going to ask for as much as possible, but we don't need much more than like $30,000, and that's for a whole year of development, divided by like 3 full-time people, plus some other things like engine license and yeah, a couple other things. So, er det norsk dokumentar? Yes, it's a Norwegian documentary. There's a guy in Oslo who's making it. Green light is no longer a thing, but that's essentially what we're doing. We need people to say that they'd pay. Or at least that they would be interested, that they find the thing that we're making cool. That's all. It's not so much more than that. Is it live, real live? Well, there's like a 30-second delay or so, depending on where you are. But yeah, it's live. So. I could show you guys some things from that game actually. Hold on, my face is going to get a little darker. What could I show you? I could show you the pre-boss animation. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can add a video in here. If I can do this live. I don't think I can. If I do window capture, okay, yeah, okay. Do that. Add window capture. Do that. Aha, look at that guy. There he is. And then, it's been a while since I've done all this. Rar. I don't know, it's kind of cool. That is what you're going to see before you fight the boss. He kind of taunts you. But that's not the in-game version of him. You're going to be fighting a slightly different, slightly simpler art style of him. Not much. And he's going to have like spinning attacks where he spins all his swords around and you got to knock off his arms, and then he starts running with the horns and his helmet against you. And you have to kind of avoid him. So yeah. Hello, Amalix. I can't do mouth sounds. The microphones are too far away. You wouldn't really hear it much. I almost fall off the bed, so. Who does your art? There's a guy in Poland that I know that I've worked with for a few years, and I pay him to make my art. I spend a lot of money. And I also buy him gear. I've probably invested about $2,000 into the game so far over the last year and a half. Not so specifically into this project, it's more like 1,500 into this project specifically, but about $2,000 into game projects over the last 2 years. But in the last 2 months, 3 months, progress has really picked up. So will the game include math sounds? Maybe the final version will, just for fun, because the game is gonna have some fun humor and take the piss, so that'll be fun. I might make a video later this month about the game, for those of you who are interested in that, basically just discussing it and talking about it. If people are interested. I can go over the design, the idea of the game, and talk about game design in general. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've even considered making a channel on game design, but I feel like I'm more connected with the general principles of game design rather than so many good examples. So What game engine are we thinking of using? Well, right now we have a couple of programmers who are both making a random dungeon generator, and we're going to pick the best one. So as it stands, it'll either be Unity or Love 2D. Either way works. Both are compatible with spine animation and are compatible with multiple platforms. So, where have I been? Right here. So, that is what we're going to do with that. I have a question. What kind of videos do people want in November? Because I'm going to be starting back up. Obviously, math sounds is going to be requested. Hello, Ellie. People are going to request math sounds, so you don't have to request that. But other than math sounds, what are the kind of videos that people most like to see? Because it's kind of difficult to judge. I got quite a few videos on the unboxing video, but that might have just been because I had been gone for a while. But if that kind of thing is something people like to watch, I might just unbox the things that I order, because, you know, I order things. I recently ordered a tumble grater, like a rotary grater, cheese grater slash vegetable grater. And it's really, really useful. And I'm going to make a video of me using that, just kind of grating potato and carrots, because it makes good sounds. And it should be kind of cool. Norwegian? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. There's a lot of people who are into me speaking Norwegian. I could probably do that in this live stream as well. Millennial and Jesus. I'm not sure if I can make another millennial video. Trigger words for millennials. Are there any more words that I missed out? I made 2 videos that covered quite a lot of the more popular ones. I might make some more that have to do with memes, but I'm not sure if that'll strike the same chord. I don't know. We'll see. Yuki gives a ramble about the game. It'll be partially ramble and partially thoughtful discussion on game design. It'll be a very niche video, but it should be fun. Read some Dr. Seuss. I already have. If you haven't seen it, you should go check that out. I have another book from Dr. Seuss. I could maybe do another one, but it didn't do very well. I don't think a lot of people watched it. I dressed up and everything, and wasn't a big hit. So almost 13k. Yeah, I know. That's exciting. Maybe I'll reach 13k tonight. No, I don't think so. What am I at? 12,950? About there? Yeah. Hovering around there. And because I make a new video now, a lot of people are going to go unsubscribe, and then some are going to come back. So is how it works. So we're probably just going to break even in terms of gain and loss tonight. But yeah, the 1st or 2nd week of November should hit 13k. Your hat is nice. Thank you. Jesus, yeah, I can do another Jesus video. I wonder what kind of Jesus video I would make. I've made Jesus math sounds. I've made suicide guide. Did I make 3 or did I just make 2? I made at least 2. And they're very controversial. I always lose a lot of subscribers when I make them. They're never worth making. But whatever. Hey, Carolina. Hej med en ge. Då är det väl svensk? Svenska. I think I'm dropping some frames. I'm gonna turn my stream quality down so that I don't spend so much of my bandwidth on that. Okay. Yeah. Ah, you're Danish. I have been to Denmark a few times. I'm Norwegian, so I mean I lived in Denmark for a couple of months. Jesus in the 21st century as an entitled millennial. I feel like that's been done to death, right? I mean, that's essentially the angle that Family Guy takes. Your hair is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. By the tiny profile icon that I can see, so is yours. If that's yours. Got to go. Okay. Bye-bye, Tyler. Happy Halloween. I don't know. Thank you for the compliments. Ever been to Iceland? I have not. I have not been to Iceland. I've been to Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark. And I've only been to Finland, like, at the airport. So I've never been in Finland. But I've never been to Iceland at all. I want to go. I might go this year. Nah, but next year. Do you understand Danish? Yeah, I understand Danish a little bit. Better than Swedish anyway. Swedish is just completely fucked. I love your roleplays. Cool. You're like the only one. They're not everybody's tastes. Or not to everybody's taste. Favorite Halloween song? I don't really have a favorite Halloween song. Have you ever been to Austria? No. The closest thing I've got to Austria is Poland in terms of travel, and I have a long time ago had a somewhat romantic relationship, but not like a long term one. We're talking just a fling with an Austrian girl. It's the closest I ever got. So I've had a taste of Austria, if that makes sense. If you ever come to my place, I'll take good care of you. I'm sure you will. As long as you have tea. Where's your hat from? Hat from? The internet. Cat and hat. Apparently Danish sounds like Norwegian with a mouthful of marbles. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, Danish is just lots of tongue twisters. Cut your bear, nerd. I don't really have a bear. It would be cool, but I don't have one. I don't think it's legal to own bears, is it? Isn't that just generally considered dangerous? Didn't you need like a special license? I can tap again, Rebel. I tap periodically throughout the stream. Speaks in Danish. I can't. I can say, det er fuldstændig mal. And I was like, I don't speak it, I can just understand it. Think of like it's like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come to Istanbul. Maybe. I have a few fans there. Or at least I think I do. I don't have any guys, actually. I think they're just all... There's a women from Istanbul for some reason. Why have you been so inactive? It's hard to say. So, in the beginning, I was just completely down. And then I was meaning to return, but I wanted to do something a little bit special. And I've been trying to make it happen ever since. And so it has just taken a while. I'm waiting for someone else to do their part, and then we can get it done. But it's just taken a while, basically. Come to Greece. Oh, I can't go everywhere. Have you ever had braces? No. What's your favorite sweet? In general, black licorice, salty black licorice. I've missed you. I've missed you too, Chris. I was in Greece. Those pistachios are so cheap. It's like 1 kilo for a couple of euros. Wow, that is super cheap. I might need to go there. Poland is also really cheap. I went to Poland back in September and I was just blown away. It is actually, get this, it is cheaper. Seriously cheaper for me to work in Norway and then fly over and live in Poland. If I work, let's say Saturday, Sunday, and I fly over and live in Poland the rest of the week, because rent and food is so cheap, it is cheaper for me to do that than it is for me to live in Norway. That's insane. The plane tickets are super cheap. They're like, they can be as little as $6. I've seen them for $6. I think at it's 5th or 6th of November. It's like $6 going over. What? That's nothing. You can go to another country for $6. It's way more expensive just to get to the airport. So it's pretty fun. But yeah, I went to Poland and I met the artist that I work with, and we worked on the game, and then we had food, walked a little bit around Warsaw, that kind of thing. Turkish people love northern people. I have a Finnish friend here, and I wish I had more friends from the north. Yeah. It seems that way. It's the same with Brazilians. People from South America, I have a lot of fans there, and I'm not entirely sure why. Like why I appeal to them specifically. Should visit jolly old England. Nah, I'm not a fan of England. I've lived there for too long. Bad experience. I might go, but we'll see. New hair just came in. Bam, instant tingles from tapping. Nice. Where did you find the stream? You say you're new, but did you just find a video and then see that I was live, or did someone recommend it, or like, I don't know. If you like licorice, you should definitely visit Iceland. We felt everything with it. Well, yeah, but licorice is all through Scandinavia as well. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, full of licorice. And Finland. the north, the Nordic countries. Massachusetts, USA. I'm guessing it's Massachusetts unless it's like a town that's called Mass. That'd be a badass name. I was watching another live stream and you popped up in the sidebar. Oh, so you just chose mine instead of theirs. What were you watching? How cold is it in Norway? You must be freezing. What? I'm inside. Why would I be freezing? Right now it is 3 degrees Celsius outside. It's not even minus degrees and I'm inside. It's like 15-20 degrees Celsius inside. There's no way I'm gonna freeze. Hey Kayla. Oh my gosh, welcome. Oh, you came from Minx Laura. Ha! We don't have strict competition, but there is crossover between our audiences. And we were going to collaborate at one point, and it just never happened. But maybe sometime soon, who knows? Where's thing 1 and thing 2? You don't want to know. They won't be available to speak right now. If eyelashes grew as long as normal hair, would you keep them long or wear them as a bun or cut them? I suppose if that was the situation with everyone, then realistically I'd probably just do what society deems to be the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? We'd evolve differently, we'd consider it to be normal, and so we wouldn't cut them because, hey, but maybe it would be inconvenient, and it would kind of be like fingernails, where we cut fingernails because we want to keep them short. So who knows? It's difficult to say. Maybe I'd cut like the bottom ones and then take the top ones and then comb them back with my hair, so you'd see like these lines going up on my head, and then put it all back in the ponytail. I have the same stuffy. Well, you can go stuff yourself. It's mine. Hello, Dream Hunter. Your head is longer than my future. You can't compare the two. One is, well, first of all, longer than your future. You think you're going to die soon? I doubt it. If you think that your future can be measured in feet or meters, I think you're... You know what? If that's what you think, you may be just stupid enough that, yeah, it's a possibility that you'll die very soon. Be careful is my best advice. But you can't compare the two. At least not by that metric. Sorry for the coughing. I try to keep it to a minimum. Good to try to pronounce where I live in for fun. Litli er skogsandur, Eyjafjarðarsýsla. No, Eyjafjallajökull. Eyjafjallajökull. The Sisla one is what throws me off. Eyjafjallajökull. So, Litli Árskógssandur, Eyjafjallajökull, Island. It's not bad, I don't think. Hello, funny games, and hello, say nada. I guess I should say nada. Nada. Teabag. But Miss Samby, you can predict, or at least estimate based on other stats, how long you're going to live. So, for example, you have the average life expectancy, and then you gotta adjust for how old you really already are. Like if you are 20 years old, well, then you can wipe out anyone who died before 20 from the average, considering that they would be pulling the average down despite the fact that you've already survived longer than them, right? So you adjust the average life expectancy based on how old you are and take into account your health and other things that are adjusted as well, and then see what's right for you. You'll probably live to 85, 90 years old if you're already in your 40s and 50s, I would imagine, because technology is getting better. And if you're in your 20s, you're probably going to live to your 100. I would seriously be surprised if the average life expectancy doesn't shoot up to like 95, 100 years old in the West by the time we get there. So, yeah, we can sort of guess. I don't want to stuff myself. Well, then I'll do it for you. And now we're getting really weird. Anyway. But then one day you could walk out and get hit by a bus. Yeah, but that's an anomaly. That is, I'm not sure if that's the right word. It's it's an occurrence that doesn't usually happen. People don't generally die from being hit by a bus. This is boring, do math sounds. You know, you can really separate the real fans from the math sounds addicts. I can't do math sounds. The microphones are too far away. Like, far away. God dag, Hovik, or Havik. My grandfather is 99 years old and still going strong. Nice. Nice. That means he's gonna get something from the king or whatever when he's 100, right? Does that work the same way in Norway? I think it does. Hello, Victoria White. I love you too. Thank you, Hovik. I like my hat too. I already noticed you, Victoria. Oh, yes. the knee, arrow to the knee, arrow to the knee. I'm Brazilian, I love you, hello. Tem falar em português. Veio Brasil. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but you're obviously talking about Portuguese and Brazil. Maybe you were just saying a similar thing that you'd said in English again. I don't know. Letter from the King and Prime Minister. Yeah, sweet. Can you do more Russian Mafia videos? Maybe. I did it because I had a voice that was all fucked up. And it was deeper than it normally is, so I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna take advantage. I was super sick. And the second the video cuts, I'm like coughing really, really heavily, so I almost coughed in the take. Yndlingsretten i juletiden. Du vil kalle Tyskland for julemarkedene. Jeg vet ikke. Jeg liker bare julemat generelt. Hva heter de? Medisterkaker er jeg veldig glad i, for eksempel. Blander du de med litt poteter, broccoli, gulrøtter og brun saus, så er det kjempedeilig. Can you do tapping on the palm of your hand? Maybe. Yeah, Erna Solberg recently got re-elected as part of the coalition on the conservative side of Norwegian politicians. But only just. They were pretty close. They're always pretty close. But you had the coalition between the right and also the technically called left party, but that's a little bit weird how they're both on the right. So right, the left, the Progress Party and the Christian Party, I think are the four main ones. Medisterkaker. Ja, hva sa jeg? Jeg synes jeg sa det. When did you first know ASMR? Many, many years ago. Eilemau, how have you been, Ben? I've been mostly okay. In the beginning I was pretty bad, but pretty good lately. Nudistkaker? No, medisterkaker sa jeg. Men nudistkaker, det funker det altså. Hola, Alexandra. No, I'm not going to go to Italian. Welcome. Make dildo sounds. I don't have them available. They're way over in the drawer. Recently got a new one, actually. Let me use this tweezer again. Is this a good sound? I'm gonna try and listen to my own stream. Okay, let's see. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Scratching. What can I scratch? I could. I'll find something to scratch. I don't have any vinyl. Huh. That was a bad joke. The worst joke. Let's go to back a little bit. Two seconds. Scratching first. Do you play any games? I play lots of games. Recently I've been playing Fortnite, and it's actually pretty solid. The building allows for macro focused players, as opposed to macro, to actually have a chance. I've won many times in squads and duos. Although I don't do so well in solo, because the macro play doesn't really work as a solo effort. Hablas español? Yeah, hola. Should try making videos with the channels. That would be amazing. I wouldn't really know what I would do. How long have you been doing ASMR videos? My channel is over 3 years old, I think. Yeah. So, that's how long. La da 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 da. Ba ba da ba da ba ba. Spamming in the comments. Do bad words ASMR. Yeah, I might do that. I need to find some more swear words. I used up a lot of them. Lube up your hands and make some sense. Lube is expensive. Why would I do that? I can use like vegetable oil or something instead. Same shit, but much cheaper. I have Fortnite. I haven't had a chance to play it. Well, it's pretty good. You should play it, yo. Trick or treat, can you tongue click into the mic a little bit? It's too far away. I have to like lean in. It's like but it's like way far. And that's uncomfortable and whatever. I'll be making a math sounds video or two in November. Chill, you'll be getting your fix. I'm terrible at Fortnite, but I'm pretty good. Yeah, pretty okay at PUBG. Are you good at aiming? Because that might be why. Because I feel like PUBG is the game for people who are really good at aiming. If you're like a really good player in CS:GO or whatever, then that's probably the way to go. But if you're like me and aiming isn't your strongest suit, but you know, positioning, strategy, that kind of thing, then Fortnite allows you to be a little bit more versatile in that area. It allows me to do well. Are you going to buy Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it comes out? Nope. Makes sense with your hat. I can't read that, Ellie. I can't read that language. It's the letters make no sense to me. What platform do you play on? PC. PC Master Race. Cat in the Hat, I just realized. Cool. Er det fra Norge? Ja. I'm so happy that you get a fix. You get my fix. Her now. Here now. Her and now. Am I fixing a person? No, I just. Do you watch football, soccer, or any sports? Nope. Bonjour de France. Bonjour. Je m'appelle baguette. Something else, I don't know. PC specs. I got a 6700 i7. Shitty graphics card. It's only like an RX 550. Not spending money on graphics card quite yet. I'm waiting for the Vega 56 aftermarket coolers. So. PC Master Race, yo. You can't, what do you mean not another PC gamer? PC gamers are the best. It's unfortunate though, because I don't get to take advantage of the GameStop offers that I get. At GameStop I get 15% off any purchase that isn't hardware, which means brand new games I still get 15% off, which is pretty cool. The problem is they mostly just get console games there. I don't really get all the PC games that I want, so I can't take advantage of the offer. So that means I could get like 15% off a game, play it, return it, and get the full return price, and I could become like a epic member of GameStop and get extra money back. So I essentially would get a game for free as long as I deliver it back, which would be cool. Ever thought of getting a Titan X? No. Way overpriced. What a ripoff. A 1080 Ti beats it in gaming and is cheaper. Why would you get a Titan X? But also, I don't want to support Nvidia. I'm sorry. Scumbag company. Bad business practices and so on. Same with the Intel. So I'm basically just sticking to AMD after this. At the time I bought this processor, there simply was no equivalent from AMD, so I had no choice. Next computer will be Ryzen. Woohoo! Probably Ryzen 1700 or equivalent. I thought I was a little disappointed by Vega. Probably wait for Navi. Vega 56 is fine. 64 is a little bit expensive. I might wait for Navi. We'll see. But that's a kind of way off. How long is your hair? Quite long. What do you have against console? Closed systems, expensive games, underpowered systems, lack of configuration within the games, general lack of options when it comes to modding, can't upgrade. Just, yeah, I mean, in short, lack of options. That's pretty much it. And expensive games. It is now 12 o'clock. This was going to be an hour-long stream, so say the last things you want to say, because I gotta have discipline. I gotta end the stream very soon, because I've simply got to wake up in the morning. I have to wake up in a few hours, shower, eat, go to work early, open the store, make sure I remember everything. It's going to be a scary time. Opening GameStop for the first time alone is, yeah. You'd think working in a store is easy, but certain stores, they have a lot of shit that changes all the time. And a store like GameStop, there's new things that change every day, and you have to just be aware of it every single day. All the new offers every single day. Yeah. A lot of stores, they aren't that complicated. If you work in a supermarket, I imagine you don't have to be so concerned about every little thing because you have a lot of people to work with. Whereas if you work in GameStop, unless it's like Christmas, you work alone and you have to handle everything on your own. Ryzen present, my 1600 all cores 3.9. Nice. If a French person is a total douche, would be called fair to call them a faggot. Yes. What products do I use in my hair? Generally just cheap shitty products. If I get with anything fancy, it's like volume, but it doesn't really make a difference. Ooh. I can't play on my shitty TV. I'll get dizzy so fast. Then don't. Good night, have a good sleep. Thank you, Miss Sam B. Likewise, I suppose. So yeah, we'll be coming with an update video soonish, and also definitely a math sounds video in November. So, what's up, new to the channel? Loving it? Cool, great, I'm glad you are. Welcome to the channel. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and blah blah blah. But I gotta go. So smash that like button. I'm sorry, I had to. Anywho, bye bye, and I hope you enjoyed this short and out of nowhere ASMR Halloween livestream. Bye.